Hello, hello, everyone.
Everyone. So nice to see you guys.
It's incredible to see you. It's been quite some time, I think, since we've been on with
Yes.
XiaoHongShu for Teachers. We've been pretty busy with 3 boot camps in less than 2 months, right?
Oh my God. Oh my God. So much has happened, you guys. You have no idea. 3 boot camps. Wow.
Yes.
Amazing.
I just want to give a shout out to the current and previous bootcamp alum. Thank you so much for joining us on that ride. Oh, you. Oh, okay. Kinga is muted. Got it. So everyone, um, I'll let Kinga have. Do you want to take some time to resolve your tech issues? Okay, we can't hear you. Live problems, everyone. I love it. Um, do you want to come back in? Okay, cool. Awesome. So yeah, like we were saying, we just want to give a big shout out to all the current and previous bootcamper alum, and we've been trying to we're trying to keep up with engagement with all of you as much as we can. We just have we're we're really stretched thin at this point. But we're here today because, I think we're going to take a little bit of a pause on the boot camp. And so we wanted to bring you a miniature version of it today. We compiled a list of questions, um, of the most frequent questions from teachers in this group and in our boot camp. And we've put together, Kinga and I, a quick presentation today that we want to present to you all um, to answer the top 15 questions today. I think my co-business partner is back.
Yes, my headset has tapped out for the day.
It's been a long day, everyone. It's
I'm so sorry.
we just finished the boot camp today, so it's been a while.
And teaching, right? Like on top of everything.
Teaching
So
too
it's
in the
just
morning.
really been great. It's been great.
It's been
We've
great.
been busy.
But your headsets were like, peace.
Yes.
I love it. So I was just telling our members that, we wanted to give them resumed, summarized. I was translating
Mhm.
from Spanish, bilingual problems. We wanted a summarized version of boot camp because we're gonna, put it away for a little bit
Yeah.
because we're a little bit drained, to be quite
Yeah.
honest.
We need to refresh ourselves. We
Yes.
feel not depleted, but we need, it requires a lot of venom. We give 110% of ourselves. So to be fair to all
Yeah.
of the incoming boot campers, we need that time and space to really like
Yes.
revamp.
Yeah, and we're always revamping. Boot Campers 1, probably look at our Boot Camp 3 and are like, what happened? For the better, for the better.
For the better, for sure.
I just want to also take a moment to give a big thank you. We're up at 2,500 members. This
Wow,
community,
incredible.
it can't like a round of applause, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for really um, joining in on this community that we've created, both Kinga and I. And we have, I wanted just to give a space and a moment to give all of you a formal thank you for
Absolutely.
coming to us. And
Perfect.
also for engaging and posting. It's been really great running the group with Kinga. Also, for those of you that are checking us out from YouTube, King and I have started our little YouTube channel. It's in its infancy stage.
Absolutely. Yeah. And actually, Chris, I was thinking, and I want to extend this question, I want to open it up to the group.
Okay.
Like, would they be interested in knowing more behind the scenes info about ourselves? Would you guys be interested in some story times from our past experiences as online teachers? Maybe like a day in the life type thing? Like, do you want us
Yeah.
to keep it strictly lives, or should we spice it up a bit? Like, let us know what kind of content you'd love to be seeing on this channel.
Please, yes, let us know. Give us a thumbs up if you want that.
Don't forget to
Or
like and subscribe.
yes. Let us know in the comments. So go ahead. Excellent. So yeah, it's a new project we're starting on, and we're really excited.
We're like all over the place. We're like
We
literally
are.
on every form of social media possible right now.
Yes. I would love to have like a Twitter page eventually.
Okay.
Or a TikTok page. Do you imagine sharing like our videos on there?
I
It would be
mean,
incredible.
I'm more of a Reels girl myself. I know you're more like flat
Yes. I'm
environment.
like I'm like TikTok, please.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, so I hope everyone is doing great and grand. I know the summer season is coming to an end, and we're gonna go into the new school year. So I really hope that means great energy for all of your businesses and your teaching journeys for this new year. So yeah.
Absolutely. And just a fun fact, it's going to be my son's first year in the first grade.
Oh, I love it.
So, wow. So congratulations to all the
Yeah.
moms, and their kids, and dads and parents. What the heck? Why am I being so discriminatory here? Like, and whatever, and fur parents.
Congrats, caregivers of the world, guardians.
Congratulations on a new school year, you guys.
Exactly. All right. So without further ado, welcome to the top 15 questions about social media marketing by independent online teachers. Let's get into it. It's going to be a Q&A style. So if you have any further questions from any of the questions that we propose, make sure to type up your question. If you're watching this post live, you can also you can go ahead and comment. So don't be shy. We'll also prompt you in ways to really keep you engaged in the comments throughout the live. Yeah.
And we'll be keeping
Uh,
tabs on the comments, right, Chris?
yes,
So we're keeping
yes,
tabs on
yes.
the comments and answering.
Exactly. We're right here. We're right here. So our very first question is to start us off, and we see this a lot with our newer members to the group. How do I get started? I think it's a great, fabulous question. I think I'm still asking myself this. How do I get started? Well, for our newer members, we just want to give a shout out to our digital product that is made from Create a Funnel, which is our brand. It's a starter pack guide with 2 bonus video tutorials that give you the step-by-step process on how to get started on XiaoHongShu. We're going to drop the link below in the comments soon.
Perfect.
But yeah, so besides that, maybe we can touch a little bit on this, Kinga. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
fantastic. Well, guys, the starter pack guide was originally, so full transparency, it was originally created as a freebie product.
That is true.
So if you were lucky enough to snag the freebie, fantastic, congratulations. It's no longer a freebie because actually, and we'll talk about this, we're going to be swapping out freebies every so often to kind of also allow us to build our base of digital products that we can provide for teachers, and we just want to provide you even more value. So that's kind of the idea behind that. But it's a great guide in video course format, along with a supplementary PDF guide to help you get started from downloading the app setting up the app, optimizing your profile. So all of those steps to really get you started. I know that can be really daunting in the beginning because it's a Chinese app. Teachers get freaked out. So we're here to guide you every step of the way.
Exactly. So yeah, great. Excellent. Let's jump into the, oh yeah, did you
And I
have?
just wanted to say, Chris, like, guys in the comments below, let us know if you've taken advantage of the video course guide and your feedback on it. We'd love to hear from you. I know there have been a few of you who were lucky enough to use it.
Yes, and let us know. I know recently we've had some few purchases from our boot campers. So if you're tuning in from the boot camp, let us know how the starter pack guide is going. So
yes.
Yeah, give us a thumbs up if it has helped you set up your account, download the app, and get you started. So thumbs up. All right, our next question, our members, boot campers, and beautiful, fantastic entrepreneurs have asked us is, what is important on my red profile?
Good question.
I remember that we really touched base on this question in day one of our boot camp. And we really just break it down to three simple things. The profile picture, the background picture, and your biogram.
Perfect.
I think, do you agree, Kinga? Those are the three
Yeah.
things?
Totally. Yeah. It's a huge focal point of your profile, like even visually. So like the top half of your profile, essentially.
Exactly. Yeah, so we want to have a clear picture. We want to have a background that makes sense. And we have a biogram that is substantial. So yeah, I think those are the most important things right from the bat, right off the bat, right?
Absolutely.
Is there anything else you want to add to the answer?
Well, here I would just say that you want to really have your profile optimized for your target user, and obviously that is your Chinese user because XiaoHongShu is a Chinese app. So you want to make it as much of a user-friendly experience for them as possible, lest you deter them from visiting your profile, following you. So I think that's something really important to keep in mind, and I think it's overlooked sometimes.
Absolutely. I love it. Great point. And so users, viewers that are watching us live right now, what do you think is important on the red profile? Let us know. Those are our top 3 recommendations, but we would love to hear your insight. So yeah, let us know below.
Absolutely. Let us know what's worked for you so far.
So we're gonna get a little bit, what's the word?
Saucy.
Stop. That deserves an applause. We're getting saucy with this next question because we've gotten it a lot. And so we just really wanted to channel the vibe of the question.
Yes.
Here we go. Let it rip. What is a algorithm and why is it important? I love it. Y'alls are saucy on the messages in the boot camp.
Yeah, because that question comes from a place of frustration. Like, what? Yeah. Like, oh, like it just sounds so much complex, so much more complex than it really is. It's daunting, it's overwhelming. What does it even mean? And for each like social media profile, everyone is different. So there's no rhyme and reason to it.
So give us a thumbs up if you agree with the vibe of this question, because I did at some point. But worry not, Kinga and I are here to calm down that frustration because we're going to break it down. And here it is in one sentence. We use this fancy word algorithm basically to refer to the posts that pop up on your home page, basically. That's the algorithm in a nutshell, in a very simplified form. but it's what you see on your For You page, on your home page, on your feed. It's the posts that are pushed to you based on the things that you like, that you comment, and that you search for.
Yeah.
So you can forget about that big word and just think about it. Okay, things that pop up on my feed or homepage. Cool. Done.
Perfect.
And so why is it important? It's important because we need to know what type of algorithm we're working with in terms of XiaoHongShu when it comes to the material that we're uploading, the posts that we're uploading and working with and creating and curating. And so you want to understand that the posts that you are making are suited for an algorithm that is built for a Chinese user, right?
Mhm.
So I don't know. I hope that simple explanation calmed the frustrations
Absolutely.
of
Yeah,
everyone.
I think you really have a gift, Chris, in putting it in simple terms that really takes that stress away.
Thank you.
If we, as teachers are not familiar with what an algorithm is, we're not IT specialists or programmers, so
Yeah,
it's hard for us to know. But I think you have a way of letting us know how we can use it to our advantage in very simple terms. So thank you so much for that.
you're welcome. Let us know. I'm just curious if y'all know how other types of algorithms work, maybe on
Yeah,
TikTok or Instagram. Share some of your knowledge with us as well.
absolutely.
Um,
Your experience.
So our next question, I think, is more suited towards your expertise,
Okay.
Coach Kinga, as a business sales specialist. And it's this one. Are there potential Chinese customers on XiaoHongShu? What do you say?
Well, duh. Of course, there are. And there are tons of them. I have
Exactly.
30 so far myself, strictly from
Yeah,
Shanghai. So yeah, they're definitely out there. Is it easy to connect with potential clients and leads? No. Is it worth putting in the effort to have them find you? Absolutely.
absolutely.
Absolutely. So with the
Yeah,
right, they're out there, but you definitely have to have some key strategies in place to make sure you're attracting, not only attracting customers, but attracting the right kind of customers that you want.
exactly. And you guys, I don't know if you know this data point, but there are 100 million active users on the app. That's a
Wow.
lot of people. That's a lot of people. And a lot of them are young professionals under the age of 35.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them are, mostly female, which, for us is very important because our potential customer base, is mom that we're speaking with.
Absolutely.
Um, that's, for teachers that are suited for more younger learners. But what you said,
Mhm.
Kinga, if you're reaching out for more adults or professionals,
Right.
the majority of adults are using this app. So,
Absolutely.
yeah,
They need it for work purposes. Maybe they need it to get into a foreign university. Maybe it's just their hobby. Learning English is their hobby because they like watching English TV shows. Though
exactly,
that's not
exactly.
as easy as it used to be in China anymore, but that's okay.
Details, details.
It's all good. No shade, nothing like that. But they're out there for sure, guys. So it's definitely, like
Exactly.
you said, worth putting in the work and knowing those statistics, Chris. Thank you for sharing those.
Yes, of course. So our next question, I had this question. I asked you this question actually a long time ago.
Okay.
Because I used to do this, and the question is, should I offer free trials? Um, I used to offer free trials because I was in a quest of expanding my student
Yeah.
base, and I knew that it was a fast way to get students to try my program out. But
That's
as my student base grew, I decided for me to charge for the trial.
right.
So I don't know, that was a little bit about me. What do you recommend for our members?
Well said, Chris. So, I've also been very transparent about this experience of mine. And just like you, I also used to initially offer free trials. Now, I like what you said that we were at a point in our business where we're very eager to expand our student base. But also, I think, Chris, that us coming out of launch,
Okay.
hashtag Tim the online teacher did,
Yes.
hashtag going solo. Also coming out of launch, really wanting to make sure that our processes and the framework that we set up actually worked with students. I think that was also a very valuable experience. So I think it comes down to a matter of where you are at in your independent teaching student business, what your student base is currently. Do you have the time to offer free trials to get yourself out there? Or
Exactly.
are your
I
trials
love
getting
that.
in the way of your paid students' time? You have to ask yourselves that question. And it's also kind of an internal feeling. Once you start feeling frustrated by people, trial hopping or wasting your time, maybe it's time to hang up the free trials. So you have to kind of ask yourself a few questions like that. It's very reflective. It's not a one-to-one scenario. It's based on individual circumstances.
Exactly. I love it.
Mhm.
Let us know, viewers, what you're doing right now. If you're offering free trials, give us a thumbs up. Or if you're not offering free trials and if you're comfortable, we would love to see how much you're charging for your free
Yes,
trial. To be
absolutely.
transparent, I offer the free trial. I offer my trial at a 50% discount, so half
Mhm.
of my standard rate.
I offer just a flat fee of 15 USD. I don't know. I've
Okay.
gotten really comfortable with that number for some reason.
Okay.
So I just offer 15 USD for some reason.
So type away in USD, it's preferred. Let us know.
Yes, and also the time. Because Chris, are you offering like a whole trial class? Mine is 20 minutes, for example.
Oh, good question. Mine is
Mhm.
15 minutes, so half. So yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, so
Yeah.
maybe I need to start asking myself questions, guys.
I'm I'm like, you're here, you get a little taste, and let's
Yes,
move on.
absolutely.
All right. Excellent. So thank you, yes, for sharing those prices with us. Our next question is something I also asked you a while ago.
Oh my.
How do I convert a potential student? To be frank with all of you, as you know from our previous lives, I was, posting content, parents were coming to me, but I was just, not moving anything or not really
Mhm.
getting them into my program. And so I was like, Kinga, please help. So what do you say?
Well, this is a great question, and I think that sometimes it's a trial and error process. Like you go through the experience of seeing what works and what doesn't, and stuff like
Mhm,
that.
mhm.
Of course, you can follow someone's advice and talk to other teachers what has been working for them. So I've tried to be very vocal about what has
Okay.
worked for me in my funnel. I think it comes down to a few factors.
Okay.
Definitely, mindset has a lot to do with it,
Absolutely.
because it does get stressful, and Chinese people are really good at driving sales and getting a bargaining, and you have to be very firm. I think you have to appreciate that culture, but also be firm on what you want. So mindset is important, respecting their culture is important, building rapport is important, and a few different things, I think. But those are the ones that have really worked for me, I think. So a matter of mindset,
I
cultural
agree. I agree.
appreciation, yeah, and also providing an irresistible offer. Actually, providing an
I
offer
agree.
that they can't refuse.
Absolutely, absolutely. I love it. Thank you. All right, our next question, I think, is more geared to my territory.
Okay, I'm interested. This
um,
would be useful for me. Yes.
One of the frequent concerns or fears or doubts that we get is, I'm not good at technology. Can I still be a content creator? So I'm going to stop that thinking right away, and I'm going to give you a round of applause, actually, because why? We are online teachers. We're already good at technology. So just please get that hurdle or blockage out of your head. You're an online teacher. You know, technology is your friend. It's your livelihood. It's what depends for your business to excel.
Absolutely. Definitely. Yes.
So yes, you can be a content creator.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I think this is where I want to share this with our members. A few days ago, we posted about our new freebie. Um, can I share this with them, Kinga?
Yes, and Chris, just before you do, I want to take a
Okay.
little pause and mention on what about what you said, and also tying
Yeah.
into what I said before. I just got a little inspired here, guys. It's the
Tell
same
us.
thing
Tell
that goes
us.
for sales. Saying that you're not good at sales is equivalent to saying you're not good at creating content. Let's stop using that terminology. Let's stop saying I'm not good at XXX. I'm not good at, I'm bad at, I suck at, I
Yeah.
can't.
Stop
Let's
it.
use, yeah, put that away right now. You've already come this far. You haven't come this far to use such terminology. Let's switch it up. I'm learning. I'm eager to learn. I'm becoming.
I'm
I
attempting. I'm trying.
exactly. It's really
Yeah.
important, and it will
It's
make you more receptive.
it's dipping your toes into content creation and getting uncomfortable that will create habits and behaviors inside of you, which will get you to the point where you're quote unquote good at
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Good in a creative sense. I don't know if that's I don't know if we can quantify a creative process, you know? I don't know. Anyways.
Great. Well said, Chris.
So, um, for those that have just subscribed with us, we are offering a new freebie that King and I um, created, and this will
Subscribe to our newsletter,
also
right?
exactly. This is a great tool in terms of shifting our mindset away from fear and into a positive note, a positive mindset.
Mm-hmm.
And so we present with you the content calendar for XiaoHongShu. It's incredible, I
Looks so
know.
good.
So here at the top, you can, this is formatted for weeks. So the
Mm-hmm.
week of, what's the week of the 22nd? I think this is the week of
Okay.
the 22nd. So you can format it that way. You can, you know, scratch that and put month and change these. But we tailored it for the week. And here you have the days: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday,
Mm-hmm.
Saturday. And at the top, you have different columns, the type of content you want to put, the format, media, video image, video
Okay.
or image, the description of your content, and what you need to prepare for that.
Okay.
And here's
Very
some,
important.
yes, right? I love it. And the important
Mhm.
dates at the bottom, let me zoom in. Let me try to
Yes.
zoom. Is that a little better?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect.
okay. So there's the table. And then at the bottom, we made a space for you to put in important dates for your own personal holidays and for the Chinese national holidays,
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
and
Important
a little
dates.
space for hashtags. So yeah,
Wait a second, Chris.
what?
What if I don't know which hashtags are frequently used on XiaoHongShu? Where on earth could I find them? Is there any resource available to help me
Worry
get those?
not, because worry not, everyone, because we mentioned it at the beginning of this live. The
Mhm.
starter pack. At the end of the starter pack guide, the PDF guide, you get a comprehensive list of both English and Chinese hashtags you can use in your post. So make sure
Perfect.
to grab that. We'll drop the link again so you
Fantastic.
can look at that. All right. So next question is also content related.
Okay.
And our members have asked us, how do I find inspiration for creating my content? I know this is a big question.
Nineteen.
So to be quite honest with you, like I said, or like Kinga said, I'm a lot more of a TikTok person. So I do like to follow these big ESL influencers or
Mhm.
Spanish teachers or Italian teachers. I know a little bit of Italian that are out there creating videos about how to teach a word or funny things about a language. And I really like to pick up on the themes that they use in their content and apply it to my specific program for my young learners.
Mhm.
Um, I'm not going to use something that is geared towards adult, like a video about interview questions.
Right.
I want to probably format that to a question type video for me, like for my young
Mhm.
learners. So, what about you? Where do you find your inspiration?
That's a great question. Sometimes, obviously, to be honest, scrolling through XiaoHongShu, so I'm a very active social media user.
Mhm.
In fact, I've been trying to be careful about how much social media content I consume because it makes me very overstimulated.
Mhm.
And that's hard because
It
I'm
is.
supposed to be paying attention. So, anyways, oxymoron right there. But sometimes if I'm not finding the inspiration I want, and I don't want to be like, it's great to be inspired, but it's one thing to copy someone's content.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So sometimes I will look to other apps like Instagram Reels, for example. I'm more of a reel girl myself.
Yeah.
And I'll look at like trending audios and stuff, and I'll think about
Okay.
how I could apply it to XiaoHongShu, for example. And I've done that before with like my curriculum, I think, and it went really well, to be honest. It's just make sure to remove all watermarks and stuff, but sometimes other
Yes.
social media platforms.
Cool. Awesome. So I would love to hear where y'all's get inspiration, if it's from Reels or TikTok. Let us know where you find it, if it's XiaoHongShu, another teacher's profile, if it's here in our
Mhm.
group. I know a lot of teachers have shared their content with us, so thank you for that.
Yes.
Awesome. And next, great question. I really like this one. How do I step out of my comfort zone when recording
Wow.
myself? I think it's a fabulous question.
Very good.
And I'm gonna kick it back to, when was this? So long ago. 2016, 2017, when I was first delving into the world of online teaching.
Mhm.
Um, I was like, what do you mean I have to get up on a camera and teach someone across the world? No, no. But, I pushed myself because A, I wanted to shift my career into this. B, I wanted to, have that independency that I
Mhm.
still continue to have with online teaching. And so I pushed myself to do my first introduction recording for my previous company, VIP Kid, a while ago, so long ago. I watch it sometimes till this day, and I cringe a little bit.
Really? Okay. Mine was way worse. Don't worry.
It's just I have like an ironing board in my back, and anyways,
You have an
messy,
ironing
messy.
board, the content creator specialist? Wow.
I
You've come a
know, I
long
know.
way.
And now I have a beautiful house. It's fine.
Yeah.
Details. So I think it was that first. I spent 5 minutes. I was like, okay, gonna hit record. I'm like, hello. No, I don't like that. Hello. And just I don't know, just trying things out.
Yes,
Kicking
yes.
the what is it? Kicking the bucket or There's a saying out there.
Yeah.
But I was just trying to. I was trying. I was going for it. So
Getting
I
back
think
on
it's
the horse type thing.
really yeah, exactly. That's I think the answer to this question is maybe taking a selfie video and just keep it in your drafts or in your album. Like, you know, it's that first
Absolutely.
step.
I think that also just getting used to seeing yourself on camera, opening your camera app and not recording yourself, but just speaking in front of the camera while watching yourself without recording, because sometimes the
Oh
idea of
yeah.
yourselves just freaks us out. So just
I
open
like
the
that
camera
suggestion.
and turn on the camera. Open the camera. Wow, that's such English right there. Turn on the camera.
Ooh, yeah.
And just get used to seeing yourself in front of the camera a few times. It's really not that big of a deal once you get used to it. Because Chris, like you said, you felt nervous about teaching online. You are now giving lives to a community of 2.5K teachers.
I know.
That's a huge shift right there.
It's a wild shift. And my beautiful house also. Not
I
a
don't know
digital
about you,
background.
I'll tell you something, and you're gonna love this.
Oh my
You're
gosh.
gonna love this.
Stop.
Do you know?
Here we go.
You know Selena, right? Remember?
Yes.
Okay. So when I was a little girl and Selena
Okay.
came out with Jennifer Lopez,
Oh.
I watched that movie and I was like, I want to be an actress. And from
Yeah.
that moment, I was like, I have to be on camera. So that's why I wanted to tell you. I don't know about you, but I was destined to be on camera. So like for me, it's just like
100. This is just natural for me. By the way, let us know if you've watched the J-Lo movie of Selena. I think it's
so good. Bitty bitty
incredible.
bum bum.
It's an icon. Oh my gosh, I need to add a music track of that for our future lives. So let us know if you know Miss our darling Selena, R.I.P. So yeah.
Yes.
I love it.
That was a ride.
Woo, okay. We're coming off of bootcamp 3. Sorry, everyone. Anyways, I think our next question is one about mindset too that you mentioned before. Kinga, members asked, should I agree to teach for a lower rate? What do you say?
Well, I think
Hit us.
I don't think you're even ready for this. Okay, let me regroup. Let me channel my inner Selena.
Drum roll.
So, I think this ties back into what we were talking about our free trials. I think this is a deeply personal question, and we have to ask ourselves where we are in our careers, business-wise, how to what degree we've set our value, etc. But let me tell you this. Setting low rates for your business is not sustainable in the long run. So you might get in a few students in the door. And this is something I learned actually from trial and error, and I'm sharing it with you so you don't have to. You might get in, you might get really excited that you're getting those students in, and you might be coming off of that high that, you know, you've sold something, you've converted, but it's ask yourself, is this, you know, the rate I want to be offering? Is this synonymous with my values? Is this how I can build my student base to earn the income that I have imagined for myself, that I'm manifesting? So it's really important to ask yourself those questions, because even building your business and scaling it via referrals, it's going to be a lot more difficult to have lower paying students refer you a student that's going to pay you a higher rate. So you'll be kind of locked in those rates. So it might be worth just waiting for those higher paying students to come around. And also, I think that when somebody, I've been asking myself this question recently, if someone is looking to save on me, I'm not the person for them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because
100.
my time is my most precious value because this is time that I could be spending with my kids, my family, with you guys, with teachers, which is something I'm passionate about. And if someone is taking away from that time and not compensating me for it in a way that I want, then it's going to frustrate me, burn me out, and my resentment is eventually going to seep into my work, and I can't have that happening because I need to be 100% all the time.
Exactly. I love it. So guys, I want to take this moment now that Kinga answered this question with such great energy. Let's all put our caps lock on and write NO. Should I agree to teach for a rate? Heck no. So let's comment no, 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 no. Let me see, y'all's. We need a shift, like you mentioned.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we're just trying to, protect you guys from being taken advantage of and from feeling burnt out in your business. Like there are higher paying students out there. It's just worth waiting, not waiting for them, but it's just worth putting the time and effort in to attract those kind of students.
Great. So the next question, Kinga, I asked you way back when as well, and it's this one. What do I say to a potential customer that wants to become a client? I was always at a loss on how to follow up the conversation when someone was like,
Okay.
"Hi, teacher, I want to know more about your classes," and I was like, well, I don't know. So, what do you have to say?
Well, back in the day when I was really converting a lot of students on a daily basis, doing a lot of converting and stuff and hosting trials, uh, it required so much of my time communicating with these parents, but I noticed that a lot of them were asking the same questions. So I ended up just having like a set amount of automated responses set up, introducing myself, introducing my curriculum, introducing my prices, my packaging structure, and various things. So it's good to have those automated responses.
Absolutely.
But also, I think you guys want to think about leading the conversation so that you really have the opportunity to present your potential value to your customer. So, like investing the time to showcase your knowledge, your expertise, getting to know the potential student. I think those are all things to think about when you're conversing with that potential client.
Yes, I agree. I took your advice and I started saving the messages that I frequently used in my notes app. So I never came across that challenge again moving forward.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. So our next question about posting. Our members frequently ask us, why is it important to consider or curate the words that we use in our post?
Yes.
So I'm going to throw it back to one of our first questions at the beginning of this Q&A, and about the cursed word algorithm.
Yes.
So it's important because of the algorithm. And remember, the algorithm is the posts that pop up on your For You page, your homepage, or feed page. It's what the app decides to put into your phone or computer or wherever you're accessing the social media platform from. So why is it important? Well, because of that reason exactly. You want to consider or be careful of the words that you use in your post so that your post can be the ones to pop up on a potential customer using XiaoHongShu. That, is just scrolling and looking through all the things that have happened during the day that the algorithm is feeding, or it's a loop type of way. So you want to make sure that those words that you're using in your post, you are thought about carefully, because that will impact the visibility of your post on a XiaoHongShu user that's scrolling. So for example, everyone, you don't want to say, I want to use an example, like our about me post, or when
Mhm.
you're a video that you're talking about you as a teacher, you don't want to just put in the title about me. The algorithm, doesn't know what to do with the word about, and it doesn't know what to do with the word me. So it's
Yes.
not going to do anything to post on page's homepage. So you want to maybe say something, learn about teacher Chris. Okay, so now the algorithm has learn about, which is, so that could be improved. Teacher Chris.
Mhm.
Okay, so learn teacher and Chris, well, that's a name, so maybe not. But now the algorithm has two words to attach itself to
Yes. Right.
push. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Absolutely. And Chris, if I can, I just because this is something that also sometimes freaks me out is how your post is really a double whammy because it's not only just the media, but it's also the caption underneath the post.
Yes.
I mean, those two together really pack for a punch, and both are an opportunity to provide value. So you also have
Exactly,
to think about
exactly.
that. You can't just make a great post and then just whatever with the caption. It doesn't matter. No, you have to take the time to really mesh them together, right?
Mhm. Yeah, you can't just make a great, awesome video that's really well edited. It's not going to get on
Mhm.
anyone's page if your
Yes.
title and your caption isn't
Hmm.
suitable. So yeah, I hope that answered the question for all of you. Our next question is this one. How do I use WeChat as an extra tool in my business to promote my classes? This was a big learning curve for me. And yeah, so I don't know, Kinga, would you like to shine some light on this?
Yes, absolutely. So if you guys haven't already, if you're planning on starting your XiaoHongShu journey, then you definitely should have your WeChat ready to go as well. The two
Mhm, mhm.
complement each other really well. Um, I'm not going to go so much into the technical aspects of these, but one is necessary to use the other and to use them effectively to expand your student base. So it can be used in various ways. It can be used to expand your student base. It can be used as a communication tool between you and your clients and the parents, perhaps, of the children that you teach. But it can also be a management system because actually I track my classes via WeChat. So it actually doubles as a triples really as a
What?
project management
Amazing.
software for me, which is super,
That's
super
incredible.
easy to use, saves on time, love it.
I love it. I love it. So give us a thumbs up emoji if you use WeChat currently as a tool that supplements XiaoHongShu.
Hmm.
And yeah, let us know in the comments how that's going with WeChat.
Absolutely. Let us also know if you have WeChat for your PC. Chris, do you?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's so good.
I love it.
Yeah, it's so good. I love it too.
I can like share, I love to open it up on my desktop and
Yes.
share my lesson previews with my
Yep.
parents. And I just
Yep.
like drag and drop. It's amazing. It's
Oh,
amazing.
it's so good.
So
I
download
love
it
the
and do that.
simplicity of WeChat, to be honest. It's a
Yeah,
really great app. I'm gonna say it's a great app. I'm gonna put it
it's
out there.
incredible. I hope it never goes away. All right, everyone. So that was question number 14. Wow.
Already? Oh my gosh, that
Yes,
was
I
so
know.
quick. Oh my
Time
gosh.
flew by for me.
Woo.
And I think, so before we jump into the 15th and last question everyone's been asking, I just want to mention that way back when I was always in constant contact with Kinga about how to convert my students because like I mentioned previously, I was creating curating content, but I wasn't really getting anywhere with it. And I was like, what's
Mhm.
wrong? And Kinga really gave me the strategies and knowledge and skills that I still use today
Yes.
to keep growing and keep a constant flow of students in my
Mhm.
business. So I just want to give a shout out to you, Kinga.
Thank you, Chris. That's
And
so
an
kind of you.
applause, applause.
Thank you. And also, Chris, I want to say the same to you, and pay it forward to you as well. That I've always been transparent about having joined XiaoHongShu at an optimal time. It was a little bit of having been at the right time and in the right place. So it was easy for me to convert that student base when I did and to grow that student base so instantaneously. But further on down the line, as the app became more open to other teachers, I realized that I had to make some adjustments as far as my content strategy, editing, all kinds of things. And I remember coming to you and just being so drawn to your profile and asking you, probably bugging you about how you did this and that. And I still have the copy of the tutorial that you gave me. Actually, that's how we kind of got together. I paid
Yeah.
for his knowledge. He taught me. He gave me a lesson on video editing.
And
It's the
yeah,
best
an
thing I
hour-long
ever spent in
lesson.
my life. And because that's how Create and Funnel was born. I was like, oh my
Exactly,
God, like
exactly.
this is like,
Wait a
we
minute,
need to get
yeah.
this out here. We need to get this to other teachers. So thank you so much,
Yeah.
Chris, for always sharing with me as well and guiding me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Gracias.
So, I wanna I need to learn Polish. Anyways, so I wanna show the 15th question to everyone. Here we go. Plot twist.
Wow. Drum roll.
A drum roll. I know. Ah, damn. Too late. So our 15th question is actually for all of you from Kinga and I. Are you ready for us to help you successfully create and convert on XiaoHongShu? I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. Let's shout out in the comments. So I'm gonna do the background music for us. Give us a big yes. I think you are ready, right? Too slow.
Absolutely.
Too slow.
And guys, let us also know if you have benefited from our
Our
expertise, or
boot
if you've gained
campers.
something,
Yes.
benefited, if you've gained something, if you felt that what we have provided this far has been valuable to you and your business. Let us know in the comments below how we've helped you so
Yes.
far, how we can help you further. We'd be happy to do that. We would be happy to be of service to you.
Let us know. Let us know. Please, our boot campers out there watching. Share some of your successes. I love it. Deep
I'm
house
feeling a
music.
bitty bitty bum bum moment coming
I'm
on.
so mad. I need to find the track. Anyways, thank you, thank you. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. Wow, incredible comments. Thank you,
Perfect.
everyone. So as I know, you see it right there, everyone. Yes, 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 yes. I think the folks are ready. Coach Kinga.
Are we ready?
So, are we ready? I don't know. So, I think now it's a drum roll moment because we're about to show all of you the steps that we followed and that our boot campers from round 1, 2, and 3 now have followed to be successful. So here we go. Drum roll, please. Yes, this needs to be louder. Ta-da!
Wow. Steps to follow.
Steps to follow. Yes, 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 yes. 16 steps. Here are the 16 steps, everyone. Go ahead and take a screenshot of this. These are the steps that Kinga and I and our boot campers have followed to be successful on a social media platform like XiaoHongShu. Let's take a look. So a lot of these actually are great questions that tie in with today's Q&A, right? We had questions about sales strategies, how to convert a potential customer to a client. There was questions about the red algorithm as well. Um, what the is an algorithm? Content planning, you guys must check out the new freebie that we have to help you organize this. And you know, there's other steps here that are also very vital to success. So optimizing your profile, creating multimedia content, content creator mindset, optimizing content, consistency, editing images, content planning, negotiation with Chinese parents. And I think I really want to highlight step number 5, a supportive community. I think that echoes to the great community that we have, 2,500 members. Incredible, incredible. Yeah, so I love it. Steps to follow. And, you know, again, like I said, you can go ahead and take a screenshot here of this, of course. But King and I are always thinking how we can provide accountable support and knowledge and expertise to our members. That's
Mhm.
why the bootcamp is born. That's why we did
Absolutely.
these 5 days worth of knowledge. And boot campers, please shout out again some successes
Yeah,
that you've had. Our star teachers out there. So
absolutely. And which steps you've gained clarity on so far, right? Because some of those steps were
yeah,
covered in the boot camp already.
let us know. Yeah, let us know. Exactly, exactly. We covered some of them in the boot camp. So again, you can go ahead and take a screenshot of this for your reference. And yeah, like, you know, like with everything in life, we can go ahead and take an idea or steps and put it forward by ourselves, right? I remember when I was a kid, I was really adamant about learning piano. And at the time, it was like early YouTube. So I was like, okay, I am going to watch these old buffering YouTube videos about how to learn the piano.
Oh wow.
But, you know, I think after day 2, I was just over it.
Okay. Okay.
I was over it. I was like, who's keeping tabs on me? Nobody. And then, you know, I asked my parents at the time, and then they put me into piano lessons. And I actually continued piano for about a year or two with
Wow.
my instructor and my friends that actually started getting into it.
That's something
So
new I learned about you today.
yes, and I wanted to share this anecdote with you because I think this applies to all of us teacherpreneurs,
Yeah.
is that we can do this alone, but I think we're just gonna fizz out. Our fuel is gonna fizz out, right?
Yes. We lose momentum along the way. We definitely do,
Yeah.
especially at times of stress, like different adversities in our life. It just gets a lot to be constantly motivating yourself and keeping tabs on
Yeah.
yourself at the same time.
We need to share our messages one day. How we keep
Oh,
each other accountable.
I don't know if they're ready for those.
I love it. So, you know, you can do it that way by yourself, going solo. But we want to offer you another way. And so the other way is to create and convert with XiaoHongShu using Coach Kinga and I's hands-on approach framework
Hmm.
and proven methods backed by the support not only of the 2,500 members we have, but the boot campers that we've had, which now in total has, I think it's about, I don't know, I think over 800 boot campers, something like that.
Hmm.
So these methods have been proven, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, we can vouch for them, and other people can now vouch for them as well, all of our alumni. So, like you said, they're proven, they're tried, they're true. And they're
Exactly.
taking from real life experience of online teachers.
Exactly. And so the other way is this, and I think this also deserves a drum roll moment. I love it. We want to officially invite all of you XiaoHongShuers to the Create and Convert course by Create and Funnel.
Wow,
Yes.
fantastic.
Kinga and I have created yet another tangible, valuable resource for all of you in this course so that you can be successful and unlock your potentials as teacherpreneurs, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, we are so excited to finally be able to come forward to you guys with this really innovative product that it came to be. I mean, this is something that Chris and I talked about in the initial stages of us really beginning our
Yeah,
journey and create a
I
funnel.
remember the
And
conversations.
I can't even believe that it's already
It's a
here,
reality now.
that
Yeah.
it's here. And we're just so excited. I mean, we've been through so much in that space of time. And I think, we've learned so much from our own experience, from our experience with the boot campers. So I really think that this is a next level product where it combines the expertise of two teachers.
Two, not one, not two, but
Exactly.
two.
Exactly. It's really awesome. I'm so excited.
Yeah, so a little bit more about the course. It's a comprehensive course to learn about the sales and marketing um, needed for independent teachers that are teaching in the Chinese ESL market. You're going to learn how to use the social media tool to
Yes.
attract those high-paying students that we all deserve.
Yeah.
We're going to learn about the skills on how to effectively navigate the social media app, curate and create the right content, and convert those students with the funnel.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I just want to reiterate here that you're not only walking away with skills and strategies, but also something really tangible in the form of like tutorials on which resources to use and how to use them to further scale your
Exactly.
social media content and your sales and conversion strategies. So we're really giving you real resources that you can use, simplified, so that you can apply them very practically.
And I want to just make sure that you understand that we propose this other way because this is the way to keep the momentum going. This is the
Mm-hmm.
way to keep accountable. Like my piano lessons that made me play piano for the next 2 years, this is our way to give you that push you needed to take you to the next level.
Yeah, to take your business to the next level and to earn the income that you've always imagined for yourself as an independent teacher, or to grow the student base that you've dreamed of, whether you're thinking about the quality of students in your student base or the amount of students you want to have in your student base.
So you're going to take these 16 steps into action, and we're going to lay it out to you in 6 modules that are nice and organized for you to take these 16 steps into action. Module 1 is getting started on XiaoHongShu, so setting up that foundation to having a successful profile. Module 2 is hacking the red algorithm, so knowing and creating successful content to post. Then module 3 is content creator mindset, and that is a new hat, so to say, that
Mm-hmm.
teachers are going to learn in this course about how to strategize for a social media platform. You know, this is the tool that we're working with, and so we need a different perspective to be able to correctly use the tool. Module 4 is tech for teachers. We're going to break down, just like I helped Kinga,
Yes.
in our beginning stages, giving you that 101 on how to video edit, for example.
Yes.
Module 5, the sales savvy teacher, understanding what I lacked, for example. I had content, I had views, I had followers, but I was not converting. I was not funneling any students. What the heck?
Mhm.
So this will give you the 101 on that. And
The
much
art of
more.
conversion. The art of
Yeah,
sales. It's an art.
literally, literally. And then module 6 to wrap up your course and send you off as a brand new upgraded teacherpreneur is module 6, building the relationship between WeChat and XiaoHongShu, which are essential.
Absolutely. So you guys, that project management hack for WeChat and all of the good things that I've been able to establish with WeChat, I am ready to share my tips, tricks, and spill all the tea on how WeChat boosts, scales, and just really streamlines my business for me on a daily business, on a
Exactly.
daily life basis. Whoa.
It's okay. It's okay. Teaching
Yes.
and a boot camp. 15 questions
Yes.
that we answered. It's fine. So, everyone, what's included in this course? Well, let's talk about it. We have the course modules that are going to be videos that you access through a platform created on WordPress.
Mm-hmm.
You will get access to a PDF guide that will help you walk through the course and a place for you to jot down your notes. Your tech tutorials for video editing, for example. And now, these are the two things I think we wanted to add as extra value for this course to go above and beyond. We're always going at 110, 210 because there's 220, 220 anyways. I'm not good at math. So we thought about giving you lifetime access and some
Wow.
additional course bonuses. I know, wild, wild, wild for So, before I want to jump into the course bonuses and explain
Mm-hmm.
to you what you're going to get in this course. Just like we broke down the modules, let's jump in to the course bonuses. Yeah.
Perfect. I'm so excited to announce them. Maybe some of these are some faces that you may recognize. So it's super exciting. Not to spoiler alert, but
Yes.
be aware, be alert, be alert.
Yes. So first, we want to introduce one of our colleagues and collaborators that we've worked with since the initial stages of this incredible Facebook group, and that is Mr. August Shu.
Shout out to August. Round of applause for August.
He, as you have seen in the posts in this group, he has created the Red Shield, which
Yes.
is a project that helps protect teachers' profile from potential trolls or recruiters, people that want to block and report our flag or posts. We don't want that. So how is this a bonus, you ask? Well, he is coming on to the course in video format to provide extra insight on how to
Yes.
correctly use the red shield, right? Because a lot of people, I've seen are a little bit
Oh,
confused,
yes. Yes.
overwhelmed by such a complex Excel sheet. So
Mm-hmm.
getting into how to use this and how to,
Perfect.
help the community out, and also additional insight into XiaoHongShu because he is a social media analyst expert. This is
Mm-hmm.
his job. He studies
Absolutely.
in depth a lot of social media platforms across the Asian market.
Definitely.
So, yeah,
And Chris, if I can just interject for a little second here, I want to make
absolutely.
it clear because there was a little bit of confusion around this, and that's totally fine. But I just want to be very clear that we are not monetizing the Red Shield project.
Yeah,
The Red Shield project is August's creation, and he will
yes,
do whatever he feels fit with that, and we will support him 100%. We're not
exactly.
monetizing it, and we're not taking away access to it at all whatsoever. What we're
It'll still be
doing
here
is
on the group.
we're offering August, knowledge, insight. We're offering a one-on-one experience with August, which actually was
Exactly.
very successful during our first boot camp.
Yes.
Our most successful days. And
OG boot campers,
most
let
boot
us know.
camp members sound off. You guys know how much of a takeaway you got from that experience with
From
August. And
August, yeah.
I think a breakdown of the Red Shield plus his social media
A very
experiences
thorough breakdown.
and his insight on the culture of the Chinese social media
Oh
user is
yeah.
so
Oh
relevant.
yeah.
So that's a huge bonus to have. And we want to definitely finally kind of like pay it forward for his time because he's invested so much in this group.
Exactly. So, we mention August as the first bonus because we want to really reiterate a point to everyone. We're not experts or academics who have studied this, or it's our job, our full-time job to look at this. We are current online independent teachers, just like you, who have gone through trials and errors to see what works. And we have 3 rounds of boot camps to back us up.
Yes.
We have our own successes and many of the teachers that share their successes here on the XiaoHongShu for Teachers group. So, you know, that's also why we reached out to our colleagues and collaborators like August, because we also wanted to provide you in this course with, uh, with an expert point of view, right? We want different point of views that come together in this full package to
Yes.
be to give you everything at your disposal to be
Mhm.
successful entrepreneurs.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well said, Chris.
Great. So our next bonus, round of applause. Tim, if you're watching this, give us a shout out. Many of you know him as the online teacher dude. Kinga and I are part of his OG cohort of his
Yes.
first course going solo. He's been very successful. Just look at us.
Many, Tim has helped launch over 300 teachers' solo businesses. That's incredible. So 300 of you
Incredible.
have benefited from Tim's proven framework and expertise and guidance and his emotional support as well. So shout out to Tim and thanks so much for his contribution to our community.
Exactly. So he's also going to collaborate in our Create and Convert with XiaoHongShu course by providing his insight on how to also help you propel your teacherpreneur businesses. So yeah, we're really excited for that.
Fantastic.
All right, everyone. And so we just want to reiterate about the lifetime access part of this course, because we understand that life happens. You know, I've had emergencies. King has had emergency situations, and maybe we can't follow along the course. And we really value the fact that most of the courses that we both invested in um, have have had lifetime access because we can refer back to them. Maybe we are lost along the way. Maybe further on, maybe we do follow along the whole course, but we have to, go back and see. And so we want to offer that bonus to you. In addition to the fact that we offer tech tutorials, so we want to make sure that you all take the time to sit down, go through the video tutorials at your own pace. So we want to just have that there for you. So excellent. Our next bonus, Cassie, if you're watching, shout out in the comments right now.
Cassie, where are ya? Holler.
Our bonus 3 is from our Notion Queen. Teacher Cassie is providing us with an innovative Notion template. For those of you who are not familiar with Notion, it's a project management system that is very intuitive. I'm going to be frank with you, not at first. I was very overwhelmed, Cassie. I was like, This is just white. This is just a blank white app. Like what?
little daunting,
So,
right?
so Cassie, yes, it was. So Cassie is going to break down how to use the Notion app and this specific template. We've worked together based off on the freebie that we mentioned earlier in this webinar to give you something that is interactive and dynamic for all of
Mhm.
you to use for your content creation purposes. Our next bonus, and here we go. This is us. We're going to give you the accountability that you need to get going. To get going. I know we all lose the momentum at some point, but here we are. We're going to offer you all 4 group coach calls throughout the course. The course is going to run for 2 weeks. I love it. Yes. Come through props. Um, so every step of the way, we're going to schedule group calls. If you can't make the scheduled time, don't worry. Those Zoom calls will be uploaded and you will also have lifetime access to those
Perfect.
calls. They're kind of like check-in points to
Mhm.
see where you're along the way, if you're behind, if you need a little bit more guidance,
Yes,
etc.
absolutely. We're here for your service, at your service, right?
Exactly, exactly. And so this really ties into something new that we've tried out with the most recent bootcamp, and that something that we want to replicate for our course members is our next bonus, the exclusive Telegram channel for Create and Convert.
Wow.
This is a direct line of communication to both Kinga and I to receive tech support, some troubleshooting, or any
Yes.
question and answers that you have from watching the modules, and also to get support from your fellow course members, everyone. I'm sure our course members are going to keep everyone on track and motivate, share their
Absolutely.
successes, share their posts, share their ideas. And so, it's been very successful in this last boot camp,
Mhm.
the Telegram channel, I think. And we want to bring it to you so that we can have that closer contact. And again, that accountability to keep that momentum going, to keep that energy, to keep that perseverance there throughout the course.
Absolutely. Yeah, and because we really want to create that sense of community, which we found to be so beneficial when we were just starting solo and launching our businesses. That was key to keep us accountable, to keep up with the momentum, and just to get us to where we need to be and to where we are today. But also, Chris, I think you and I both experience a lot of messages from teachers
Oh,
through
yeah.
various platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and we're unfortunately not always able to keep up with the multitude of messages coming in because we're
Exactly.
involved with certain projects. I try to also really reduce the amount of time I spend on my social media. So, which is also why this Telegram channel was created, to create like one place where we could really provide that one-to-one support and help you troubleshoot any or errors or coach you through any things that you may need. So I hope you guys can take advantage of that resource.
Exactly. Thank you. Exactly. So, as you've seen, we put an estimated value in parentheses for each of the bonuses because our collaborators and ourselves are taking the
Mm-hmm.
time to create these videos, to create the Notion templates.
Yes.
We're going to hop on 4 group calls with you. We're going to have that Telegram channel open. And so, we need to add a value to that, right?
Right.
And so those bonuses plus the course modules, we want to share the proposed combined value of the course. Are you ready?
Drum roll, please.
Drum roll, please. Yes, thank you. Let us know. What do you think? What do you think the value is? All right. So, wow, about 2K if we calculate it
Wow,
honestly.
that's a hefty sum right there. I have to say it's a hefty sum.
I know, I know. But fret not, XiaoHongShu for teacher members. We have thought about how to make this course accessible to everyone
Yes.
with the bonuses, with the group calls, with the Telegram channel, and with the 6 modules. And we want to offer it at an accessible price point for all of you. And here it is. Ready? Create and Convert with XiaoHongShu course is going to be offered for $397.
Amazing. That's amazing. That's a
Again,
huge bonus right there. That's a huge bonus.
3 expert bonuses, 4 group coaching calls, Telegram channel, and 6 modules, everyone. Incredible.
Wow.
Incredible. Incredible.
And Chris, I just want to go back to what you said about making it accessible to everyone. Guys, we understand the position that we are in, or you may find yourself in as an online teacher, a teacherpreneur, in the beginning stages of launching your solo business. It gets shaky, it can be unstable, so which is why we really wanted to create something, even though this is the time of 2 teachers and you have the value of 2 courses in one, basically, plus all the other bonuses. We really wanted to make it accessible to everybody. That's how much we believe in our teachers. That's how passionate we are about paying it forward and sharing this value. So we really hope you guys, if you choose to, make use of this opportunity, and we'll be there to guide you every step of the way and celebrate every win with you.
So how do you secure your spot, everyone? Make sure to get ready to click the link in the comment. We're about to drop it. Here you go. You can go to www.createandfunnel.com/enroll. And I want to just share with you what that looks like to you. And here is it. Ta-da! This is the landing page you'll refer to when you're signing up to Create and Funnel. You can click on the red button here, enroll, to secure your spot. We want to touch on the dates for this. Course dates. Yes. We're starting ASAP very soon. September 5th, around the corner, everyone. So, starting from today, actually, right? Today, you have 7 days to secure your spot in this course before we launch our day 1 on September 5th, where we will unlock module 1 for our course members. And so 7 days, everyone. 7 days goes by very fast, let me tell you.
Absolutely, you guys. And I just also want to let you guys know 7 days for sure. But this is also an opportunity to extend your cooperation with us, work with us more closely, because at this point, after having run 3 boot camps in the course of 1 month, really 1 month.
Yeah, 1
So
month.
like what we've been hosting boot camp like every week.
Basically.
Wow. So, well, we're going to table that for a second and regain our composure, recharge our batteries and stuff like that, and also, give and invest our energy in this course. So we're not quite sure when the next boot camp will be available, what that will look like.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know.
You have 7 days to hop on the opportunity to work with us closely until further notice.
createandfunnel.com/enroll. It's in the comments for you to access. So, what will you overcome in this course, everyone? We want to shut down and we want to take away those roadblocks that we have in our head and those fears. We want to combat fear with knowledge, and that's what we're going to provide with you in this Create and Convert with XiaoHongShu course. You're going to get over the fear of getting started because of mindset blocks. Abundancy. Hashtag in the comments, everyone. Hashtag abundance. Let's go. Let's do it. We're going to overcome the fear of doing it alone. We're not going to let you, stop on day after you complete module 1. Heck no. We're going to be there for you through the full course. during the 2 weeks, and you're going to be set up for success. Next, you're going to overcome the fear of not knowing where to get the sources of inspiration. Coach Kinga and I will share that information in the module 3, content creator mindset. Yes. The fear of not knowing how to negotiate with Chinese parents and getting paid the value you're worth. Module 5, the sales savvy tech module. And Tim's bonus is also going to provide you ways on how to be a successful entrepreneur, right? We're not online teachers anymore, we're teacherpreneurs. And so we have to shift that mindset, like Kinga answered in the previous questions earlier. We're gonna, oh, you're exactly very important. You're gonna overcome the fear of not knowing how to handle the tech tools. Remember, we're online teachers. You already have overcome this. We're just gonna take you to that next step with tech tools. And you're gonna overcome the fear of creating your own thing because of past failures. I know for me, I had, I get chills because I really struggled with taking that jump into going independent. If y'all's remember one of the newsletters that we sent, I had the opportunity to write it, and I really shared my experience about being so nervous to making that investment in the first course that I did way back. And, I'm just so grateful that I had the tenacity, the perseverance, and the ambition to just push myself off the cliff and land and be successful, right? And I was just, because of my own blocks, because of my own insecurities, I had that fear of, okay, what if I'm not enough? What if I can't do this? And we're gonna help you combat that in this course, everyone. So anyways, before I get emotional, I'm going to move on. Again, everyone, this is the Create and Convert with XiaoHongShu course for 397. You can go to createandfunnel.com/enroll. Grab your seat now. The countdown timer has started today, 7 days. Ticking. Click clock. So once again, you're invited to the course. Thank you so much, everyone. I know this is an investment that you're making for yourself, and so we really want to squash any final doubts. So please comment below. We'll get to answering a few of the doubts that we've encountered. Maybe not being able to be a content creator or marketer. I'm just an ESL teacher. What the heck? No, we're gonna make you a well-rounded entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
That's what we're moving into. That's what the industry is shifting to, right?
Yes.
We're teacherpreneurs.
Can I say one thing?
Yes,
Chris?
please.
Just going back to what you said about, that this is an investment and shifting into teacherpreneurism. Well, Chris and I closely follow Tony Robbins, and Tony and Dean recently hosted a challenge, and one of the key takeaways was, guys, we're approaching hard times. Inflation is crazy. The job market is crazy. There are multiple wars going on. The economic situation is not that stable. The takeaway for me from Tony and Dean's challenge was that the best investment that you can make right now is not cryptocurrency. It's not real estate. It's not NFTs or whatever those things.
It's not. I don't know what that is.
Are called. It is investments in your skills and knowledge. Yes. That is a foolproof system. Investment actually to protect yourself against uncertain times, especially in the education industry. So online teaching is perfect for that. Take a look at what's happening in America and US classrooms. Classroom teachers are leaving the classroom to journey into teacherpreneurism. Now is the time more than ever to pivot and claim your success as a teacherpreneur.
Absolutely. Well said. Well said. We also want to just calm doubts about, being scared or not knowing how to handle technology. Well, we
Mhm.
got you covered with module 4 on tech tutorials and video editing and giving you the right software that you need to be successful to create content. And then lastly, I struggled with this and I overcame it. So I know you can too. You can overcome this doubt or this insecurity of negotiating or being nervous about asking for money. Heck no. We need to ask for money. We are entrepreneurs. We cannot be scared about that. So we need to change
Absolutely.
that perspective, and
Mhm.
you get that mindset shift in our course as well. So
Absolutely. And really
yeah,
heal also. I think
yeah,
heal those traumas where that mindset is stemming from
absolutely,
also, like after having been
absolutely.
exploited for so many years by these companies. We're really healing, not only shifting, but healing these mindset
Oh
traumas.
boy, yeah. Excellent, everyone. So again, you have 7 days to get into the course. Grab your spot now at Create and Convert with XiaoHongShu for 397. You can go ahead, click the link in the comments, or you can type in creativefunnel.com/enroll to sign up for your course today. So I think
Next.
without further ado, we've come to an end. Thank you all for sticking around. You already have invested in yourself in this 1 hour and 30 minutes of
Yes.
live because you sat here, you took the time to learn a little bit more about the ins and outs of XiaoHongShu and how to use it as a great tool. So I want to give all of you a round of applause. All right. Excellent. Any final words, Coach Kinga?
Let us know, guys, if you'll be joining us in the comments below. We'd love to greet you, thank you, and also, again, thank you guys for investing the time. That's already a huge investment for having just stuck to the end of the live. It's been a wonderful live. It's been a wonderful journey. Thank you for all your support in XiaoHongShu for Teachers. Thank you for making our jobs easier as well by you providing value within the group. And we are so excited to embark on this new journey with you. We hope we can see you there, and we hope we can help you scale
Yes.
your business to the next level and bring in that revenue.
100%. All right. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you soon.
Absolutely. Take care. See you in the course, guys. Bye
Bye.
bye.